everyone. In today's video, I wanted to walk you through a journey that might be a little bit different, but might be something that you've experienced once in your old school RuneScape career. Have you ever logged into an account you haven't played in quite some time and decided, let me gear up this account with all the gear that it has left on it because I haven't played in a little bit, and what better to warm up than to be PKing in all of my set. So I ended up doing this, and we ended up going down to some pretty newbie stuff. I end up dying to a recoil while chancing this person. The person did risk a good bit, so the chance was a little justified, but here we are, losing our entire bank. Prior to the bank, I decided to do something fun and do a little bit of a rebuild. I cleared all the stuff off of my account, and I wanted to see how far I could make in 10 hours. I wanted to see if I could rebuild into the same set that I lost at the start of the video. So hopefully we can average around 4 or 5 mil an hour to do so, and I hope you guys have a good time with this video, because I'll tell you what, it's a crazy one. Few members is kind of the goal. I'm going to try to get a bond starting with absolutely nothing. So there's nothing in the bank except for untradeable stuff. I am going to allow myself to use the untradeable stuff, and we're going to get right into it. So I'm going to go off by going to do some LMS to get some initial money, and then we'll be able to afford some gear. We have some voids, so hopefully we can utilize it. LMS is just like all bots right now. It's crazy. So, a little bit about the current state of affair with LMS. Unfortunately, right now, it is riddled with bots. The best way to kill those bots is either hitting them with your staff because they don't pray correctly, or one-ticking your weapons so they always pray wrong. One-ticking is a little bit more difficult, but you do get used to it, and we are able to get enough points to secure a quick Gmaul. The Gmaul is huge for this account, definitely something that we will need to get some KOs in the near future. And getting into a little bit of a void set. Thankfully, the void was already repaired, so we didn't lose too much off repairing that. So we end up getting our first fight, and in this first fight, we end up going down. We bring them all the way out of food. Unfortunately, I just did not have enough supplies to outlast it. Probably should have brought a couple more brews. So we make our way back to LMS, and I buy 8 more looting bags. The looting bags actually are pretty decent amounts. They're like 100k each, so that's like a quick another 800k to get us going. Something that we definitely need to push this account a little bit farther and get us back to some PKing. But I decided I wanted to switch it up a little bit from NHing, and I wanted to go into BH. This is where the majority of the video is going to take place in, and I just make so much money in BH, and I feel like this set is just a perfect example of how you can really utilize some of the high KO potentials at a low level. Right here, unfortunately, I did miss the first clip, and I feel like I always miss the first clip when I'm PKing, but we end up getting a pretty decent kill here. The crate that we get from the kill is pretty good, too. We get like 500k off the crate, and the crate is really going to help out a lot. We actually get more from the crate than we do from the actual loot. So, at the start, when we were first kicking off with a little bit of PKing, we really aren't the strongest. We do not have the best setup, but the setup still has a good amount of KO potential. Unfortunately, though, we do end up going down here to the Dragon Mace. Dragon Mace is super powerful, and unfortunately my account is only 50 attacks, so the best weapon that we can use is the Gmaul and the Barrel Chest Anchor, and the Barrel Chest Anchor does cost a lot to repair, being about 300k every time that I lose it, so I definitely have to keep that in mind and make sure that I don't lose too many of them, because if I die like 10 times with the Barrel Chest Anchor, that's like an extra 3 mil loss. So here we end up fighting a Voider. You're going to see a lot of Voiders in this combat bracket. The Voiders usually do end up risking a good amount, usually ending up being green skull to red skull. So you can actually get some pretty good KO chances on them. And right here, I'm able to get them in the first spec. I actually mess up and I don't even use my maul here, but I am able to still secure the kill. And this is the biggest kill of the video so far, getting a nice 4.2 mil kill to get us going. I really do like about this combat bracket, along with fighting Voiders, you will also see a good range of 1 defense peers that are really easy to kill. They just have really low defense, so you're able to take them out pretty quickly. You'll also run into some accounts that are super high defense as well, some 70 defense peers that are hard to hit with the Gmaul. But every once in a while, we do sneak in away a kill on them, and right here we are able to get a decent one. This person has a huge amount of defense, so anytime I'm able to hit through, I'm actually vastly surprised that I'm able to. Actually ends up being a pretty decent loot, I will say so myself. A almost 3 mil kill, and at this point in the account we definitely need all the big kills that we can get because we have to farm as much money as possible. After this, we end up going on a little bit of a killing spree. We start running into a lot of people that really aren't risking too much, but we are able to sneak in a couple clean kills off them. My favorite thing to fight on this account has to be the peers. The peers just cannot compete against these high-level Zerkers. A lot of the times the Zerkers at this level will have 99 range and 99 strength, so really not much the peers can do because they really can't get any stronger than us. A lot of the times we'll have a lot of max hits, But every once in a while, you will fight some people that are super strong in this bracket. There are a lot of people that have some strong setups, so you just got to be careful on what you're fighting and make sure that you don't go down like this. As you can see right here, we end up getting a couple deaths in a row here. Some of the people that we are fighting definitely are pretty strong, especially the Voiders. Some of the Voiders can stack over 100 damage in just 2 ticks, which if you don't eat properly, you can get one hit with. And another really strong weapon in this bracket is surprisingly an old school weapon. It's the Dragon Dagger. The Dragon Dagger is surprisingly strong, and it can sometimes really take you out. So between either getting Dark Bowed and Ballista a huge amount, or getting Dragon Daggered a couple times a huge amount in a row, you'll definitely go down in this bracket. And one thing you want to be able to do is make sure that you're eating as much food as possible, because sometimes people will only deserve to do like 50 or 100 damage to you, and you'll end up getting 300 damage taken. So yeah, definitely watch out for that, and keep that in mind. Throw of deaths, we are finally able to turn it around a little bit, and we are able to start sneaking away with a couple quick kills. A little bit about the Gmaul into the barrel chest anchor combo. A lot of people really ask how to do it, and there's a couple ways to do it. You can Gmaul first, and then you can barrel chest anchor. I think this way is a little easier. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look to see what your XP drop is on an MSB. I have it set so I can actually see the number that I hit. So if I hit anywhere over a 20 with the MSB, I'm going to right away click on my Gmaul, and then I'm going to click 3 times on the spec bar. Not 2 times, 3 times on the spec bar. After my third click on the spec bar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the barrel chest anchor, and then right after on the same tick, I'm going to click the person. The timing is everything on this, and in order to stack all the hits at once, you want to be able to make sure that you're timing the Gmaul into the anchor the correct way. And how you're going to do so is making sure to do it as fast as possible, making sure to spam those triple clicks on the Gmaul, and also making sure to get that anchor in as fast as possible. A lot of the times the anchor kills that you get look super clean, and just the animation of the anchor when you take someone down is so satisfying. The spec a little bit, but even still, this person didn't even single lead. I don't know what they were doing. They're pretty newbie. But we do take them out for a pretty good bit. This is an 8 mil kill. These kills definitely add up pretty quickly. And a little bit about the set. I am risking a very little amount. I'm risking under 1 mil, and then every time somebody fights me, they can risk anywhere from 1 mil all the way up into, Red Skulls risk 5 to 20 mil. It could be all sorts of different things. So a lot of the times when I'm fighting people, if I am able to get the kill on them, I am able to profit even if I die a couple times along the way. And deaths are going to be expected in Bounty Hunter. There's a lot of times where you can triple eat and you still get hit so much damage you cannot even survive it. So I definitely do it to people, and people definitely do it to me. So if you're going to risk a lot in Bounty Hunter, don't be surprised if you lose it, because there's a lot of really good PKers here, and there's a lot of probability for you to get chance even if you eat it perfectly. Like even Odablock says it, there's a lot of times where even if he plays it so perfectly, he can still die, because if you triple eat, it still won't save you, because they still do over the allotted amount with the triple eat. Sell off a lot of the loot, and we get a nice 15 mil cash stack. I do die along the way a lot of the times, and some of the deaths I don't show because it's a little boring to show me dying over and over again, but I do include some of the deaths where it's a little bit more funny and I die for a little bit more. But after that, we get right back into some PKing, and this is just going to be the best moneymaker for us all video. The amount of money you can make at BH is just unlike anything else. A lot of the times people are risking a good bit, and you are even able to get some smite possibilities on people, which is increasing the GP per hour. And then the other thing you're also able to get is the crates. The crates are a huge moneymaker. Every time you get a crate, you can make a fair bit of money. So every death that you get, it sometimes makes up for those deaths, especially if you're only risking 700k. If you get a crate, sometimes those crates will have all the way up to 16 mil in them, so that'll pay for a ton of deaths. It's very unlikely to get the 16 mil crate. I'm more likely you get like a 1 or a 2 mil crate, but you can definitely see some along the way. And the fire combos we are able to get with this account are just so satisfying. A lot of the times when I'm comboing people out, it's for over 100 damage. And with the smite, you are able to get some potential smite KOs on people and get them for a decent amount of loot. So right here we get the 2 biggest fights of the video. We get both of these fights are just kind of the same setup. The first fight, this person is using a dragon dagger, but he is unsculling. He is in a good amount of risk though. As you can see, he is in a blue skull, which means he's risking at least 2 mil, or I think it's 2.5 mil or more. A lot of the times they'll risk well into that. This person is risking 4.2 mil, which is a pretty good bit. And then we ended up going into the fight versus the person that is risking the most. This person is incredibly hard to kill. He doesn't have super high HP, but what he does have is he has super high defense level. This person has 78 defense, which allows him to use the Statius. But somehow here, I am able to combo him out with the Anchor, and the Anchor finally gets the RNG to go through, and I'm actually rewarded as well with a nice little 500k crate. This crate definitely helps out a little bit, but what helps out a lot more is this fat 22 mil kill. This is the biggest kill of the video so far, and this kill alone is almost as much as the set that we died for in the beginning. So it's just incredible how much money an hour you can make at Bounty Hunter. It is honestly one of my favorite places to PK, and especially this build, it is just such a fun build. Comboing people out with the Gmaul, even on half specs, you're able to get people and they just don't expect it. Video without a smite. Right here, we were able to get our first smite of the video. This guy overstayed his welcome a little too long, and we were able to get a cheeky smite. The smite isn't for a super good amount, but we'll take anything we can get. 5 mil off the axe that we got. And then right here, we do end up going down. We ended up risking a little bit here because he wouldn't fight me unless I risk fought. So I ended up dying for like 5 or 8 mil. I really forget, somewhere along the chains there. But this is the final price check. We got 40 mil. If I didn't die right there, we'd probably be a little bit closer to 50. So we're right back at the start. And let me build another one of these staffs and then move on from there. All right, so these are the final stats of the account. This account right now is level 93. We could get it up to 96 if we got 60 attack on it. And a lot of people have been using that build. But I'm not sure if I want to change this account over yet. It's up to you guys. If this video gets 1,000 likes, we will do the 60 account video version of this next. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you so much for coming by, and happy holidays to everyone celebrating. And I can't wait to see you guys in 2026. A lot more videos to come. It's going to be an absolutely crazy year. You guys have no idea what's coming. I have some big projects I'm working on, both in YouTube and other stuff that's going to help out people with PvP on a whole new level. So if you guys want to check that out, stay tuned for the next one.